Evening, everybody. How's everybody doing on this Tuesday? Hope you're doing well. Yankees play tomorrow at 2 o'clock, so I can't do the game. I'll be working at that time. And even when I get home, I'll be watching Little Bad Dog, so I won't be able to do the game. So this is like the prelude to a 24-hour stream. This will be the last time I'm live before that. So I wanted to come on, hang out, and promote that a little bit, looking forward to that. This is twice a year, this 24-hour stream. And already starting to think of the next charity, man. I'm thinking about, obviously this stream is going to be from Ronald McDonald House. I'll talk over with my wife, but next one in February, which I'm already planning for. I'm thinking JDRF. That was the one I was thinking of, Juvenile Diabetes Research Fund. I was thinking about doing that. A lot of people, suffer from that. A lot of people die from that, unfortunately. So that's something I was thinking about. Yo, Big Daddy, man. Thank you so much for the super chat, brother. Really, my good man. He says, hey, bro. What's up? What's up, Big Daddy? How you doing, man? Thank you for being here. Hey, McKee Mathias in the house. My man always called me a magician. So you hit the thumbs up, man. It helps out the stream. But thank you, Big Daddy. I appreciate that. Saturday, 9 o'clock in the morning. Brock, they're tied at 3 right now. Runner at second, 2 outs, top of the 6th. I'm trying to think of the guests. Like, I haven't really been able to lock down any guests at all. Uncle Lou, Philly 500, obviously, I'll talk to him and see. Chris. But other than that, I haven't really been able to lock any up. So, I'll have DWG here, and we'll have the Giants and the Lakers. So I'll definitely be busy. I mean, that'll keep me busy. And like I said, we're going to shave the head on stream. I saw Janice on Instagram is ready for the Alabama Slammers. Oh, yeah. We're going to learn how to make one of those. Yankees take the lead 4-3. That's what I'm talking about. DJ LeMahieu with a big hit. Let's go, DJ. The Yankees got to win, man. I fell asleep last night during the game. I fell asleep like in the bottom of the 8th inning. I saw it went all the way to the 11th. Crazy game. Those are the kinds of games I wish I streamed, but I was out cold. And then, this morning, my little guy didn't feel good. He didn't feel good last night. When he went to soccer, man, he usually plays a lot and he plays hard. It was hot out yesterday, but he played like part of it. And then he just kept saying, I want to go home. I want to go home. And he didn't feel good. And then he woke up this morning and he didn't feel good. So, my wife said, you feel good? He said, I don't feel good. She said, do you want to go to babysitter? You want to stay with dad? He said, I'll stay home with dad. He said, I'm in my contract. I get family illness days. Family illness days do not count against your sick time. So if my son's got a doctor's appointment or he doesn't feel good, I could take a day off. It doesn't count against my sick time. So I took the day off. And the funny thing is this, you guys ever have dreams? Like I had a weird dream. So I woke up at 5:30 like I normally do. I got everything ready, but then he didn't go. So he came out in the living room. He fell asleep on the couch. I was tired. I went back in the bedroom. I fell asleep. And my wife did pick the charity, big Giants fan. She picked Ronald McDonald House. This is her charity. This one is her charity. So he's sleeping out there. And next thing I know, I'm dreaming. I don't even know what I'm dreaming about. It's weird. But I swear in my dream, I hear somebody saying, Eddie. This is what I'm hearing. I'm like, someone's yelling, Eddie. And I woke up, and what it was my kid woke up. He was on the couch and he was scared because he didn't know where I was. He was like, Daddy, that's what I was hearing in my dream. Daddy. So I came out and living. We started going downstairs. So I was down here. So weird how that happens in your dream. I was like, how Nightmare on Elm Street, you pull someone into your dreams. He kind of pulled me out of my dreams. So it's amazing. Johnny Laterno, thank you for the super chat. Really. He says, Stella, bad dog, you're the man. I apologize in advance. I'll miss the majority of your 24-hour stream because of work, but you're the man. Fly Eagles into the side of a dumpster. Listen, Johnny, you don't ever need to apologize for not being there, brother. Work. Life happens, man. Life happens. Well, who else you got in here in that? We got Benjamin Wynn, my man. I saw the middle finger to KP. I saw him time KP out. He loves it. He loves it. Sabrina, my lady. Last Jedi, my lady. Janice, my lady. Ladies' night in the house. What's going on, guys? Diehard Giants fan. What is going on, my man? Punk, I'm always in the house. Kenneth Harris, SH, David, the Marine veteran. Kalen, what's going on? Jake Lee, Sean G, Brett Copork, David S. Big Vito. What's up, guys and gals? Goat World, Udu, Avery D. Gregorio, Zig 8100. Been a while, my man. How you doing, brother? Probably one of the guys that was blocked on this thing. Beer and Nuts. How can I be the man? We need a man. Koala Hugs. What's going on, guys? Seth Colleen. So I figured, we do a hangout. You can ask whatever questions you want. We could talk about, the video I did today about Joe Judge. You could talk about Dennis Schroeder signing with the Celtics for way less than the Lakers offered him, which is hilarious. We could always talk about the Yankees, even though they're playing right now, so you guys know how it goes. Thoughts on the Nets? If the Nets are healthy, they're the best team in the East. I don't think there's any doubt about that. But they got to stay healthy. Every team's got to stay healthy. Health is key. Afghanistan, what's up? David S. Sadan Smith, Michael, Shane Sanders. What's going on? He is punk. He's stupid. He is stupid. I think he's only 2 games behind the Red Sox, just 1 game in the loss column behind Boston, man. And 2 back in the wild card. The Athletics have actually passed Boston. How crazy is that? Boston is falling apart, and I love to see it. Melissa Rainey, what's going on? Shit talkers, what's going on? I'm not going to call the rest of the Yankee game. I'll keep you updated on it, but this is just a little hangout. Like I said, it's a prelude to the 24-hour stream. I don't know how long I'll be live tonight, but I did want to see you guys and girls before that, because like I said, I'm not going to be live at this channel for the rest of the week. I will be on Chris's channel on Thursday for Talking Giants. That will happen. Benjamin, brother, thank you, my man. Brilly, thank you so much, man. He says, no doubt in my mind, KP is in love with Brandon Rodgers. I've been saying he hasn't denied that he loves the eggplant. KP really needs to come out of the closet. Benjamin. Oh, man. By the way, Benjamin, thank you for the video or the permission to put that on my channel. I just thought that was hilarious, even though it was only 15 seconds. I had to throw it on there. I thought that was funny. I like everybody's like, the ball girl didn't tackle her. I'm like, every other video I saw that said the ball girl tackled her. So it's like, yeah, she tripped him and he flipped over to, the wall. It was pretty funny, man. Dustin at Bolonis, what's going on? Thank you for joining the stream. Kay, what's up, man? Kenneth Harris, Nick the Wick. What is going on, everybody? Thoughts and Dennis to Boston, good. He didn't get paid anything. Lakers offered that guy $21 million a year. What do you get? What do you get? Nothing. And because he bet on himself and he absolutely sucked. He was terrible. Kendrick Nunn's an upgrade. Malik Monk's an upgrade. Like Dennis Schroeder's the most overrated guy ever. It's just terrible. A terrible year, and I knew he wasn't going to get anything. I'm glad that Knicks stayed away from him. Well, Kemba wasn't on the Celtics last year, Sean. I don't know. I don't play Madden. Stanley, I haven't played Madden in 10 years, 11 years. Don't matter. Tecmo Super Bowl is the greatest video game ever made for football. That's right. Old head said so. About Malice in the Palace, maybe I will check that out, Brock. That sounds pretty cool. How do I feel Kadarius Toney? Billy Bad, I don't think he's going to be rookie of the year. I don't think he's going to get enough snaps to be rookie of the year. I think the Giants will utilize him in a variety of formations and trick plays and everything else, but I don't think he's going to get enough time. I think your rookie of the year is going to be a quarterback. I think it'll be Trevor Lawrence. That's my guess. I think it's going to be Trevor Lawrence, but we'll see. It's a long season. Anything can happen. I'm trying to think of the damn receivers, man. I lost it all of a sudden. I know Devontae Smith. God, I can't. I'm drawing a blank. Wow. I can't think of the damn receivers. I'm having a freaking brain cramp right now. I can't think of either one of them. Holy Jesus. So what happens when you're in baseball mode? Johnny Letourneau, thank you so much for the super chat. My man, Brilly, brother. He says, Bad Dog, I know you hope Daniel Jones succeeds like I hope Hurts with us, but I am adamant Daniel Jones will still have problems processing information that he will stink. I mean, Johnny, that's fair. You can't teach a quarterback instincts. Can't. That's not something. You either have that or you don't. You hope that he does learn it, though. You hope that with film study and more game experience, you hope that he gets it. But it is very possible that he doesn't. That he still does have problems with that. We're just going to have to wait and see. I don't think Justin Fields is going to win Rookie of the Year, Stanley, because he's not going to start. So I don't think he's going to win Rookie of the Year. Yes, thank you, Avery. God, that was ticking me off. Jamar Chase and Jalen Waddle. I could not for the life of me get that out of my brain. Jesus, can you imagine how I'm going to be doing this for 24 straight hours? Where my mind is going to be? It's going to be mush. Nick, thank you for the super chat. Brilly. He says, I got to get some sleep. Got my conditioning test for football at 7 a.m. Can't wait for the Fan Fest tomorrow. That's right. You guys have the Fan Fest tomorrow. Unfortunately, I live in upstate New York, so I will not be there. But have fun. I think we're tied up. And we are. There's another home run. There's Kansas City hitting a home run. So, Nestor's still in there. I'm surprised. But we're tied at 4 apiece. I mean, another tough game for the Yankees. But yeah, Nick, get some sleep. Get ready. Hopefully we see you for the 24-hour stream, man. Lucas, what's going on? LA Sports. Eddie Blanks, what's going on? Micah Parsons could be. I love Micah Parsons. I love Micah Parsons. Kyle Pitts, I don't think he'll win it. He'd have to be extraordinary. Anybody else have to suck for them to give it to a tight end. Excited for 2 to 4. Yeah, 2 to 4 24-hour stream. That's actually the easy part. It's like the 4 to 8. That's the worst part of that. 24-hour stream Saturday. Arian. It is on Saturday. Hi, Nichols. What's up, buddy? Brought the 420 with him. Coulter Barzilla, what's going on? Better shot at Rookie of the Year. Well, there's offensive Rookie of the Year. There's defensive Rookie of the Year. But I would say Azeez will, because I think Azeez is going to get way more snaps. I think Azeez will be in there from day one. I don't think Kadarius Toney is going to get the snaps. Hopefully he doesn't, because that means the Giants will be healthy, because he's not going to take over for Slayton. He's not going to take over for Galladay, and he's not going to take over for Shepard. So hopefully he's wide receiver number 4 because we're healthy. Sean G, how can I be the GOAT when you're the GOAT, sir? Ebson, what's going on? Toasty, what's up, man? Thank you, Punk. I appreciate the hookers always come in handy for me. I appreciate that. Double A, double C, how can I be the man when you need a man? Man Cave TV, it'll definitely be fun. It'll definitely be fun. Do I go into the 24-hour stream of the Planet Topics, Bill? No, not really. Like I said, I have some guests scheduled. I know that I'm doing the Giants game. I know that I'm doing the Lakers game. And then we just wing it. We go by the chat. We go by the guests. And we just have fun. That's what it is. I plan it out somewhat, but I don't plan out the entire 24 hours. Like I said, I'll be shaving my head on stream. I got my buddy coming over. He's going to shave my head on stream. I'm going to make an Alabama Slammer to show you how to make that. For you that are 21 and older, if you're younger than 21, don't try it at home. You're not going to be able to get the stuff anyway, because I guarantee you none of your parents have slow gin. So that you ain't going to worry about that. No, Sean, Devontae Smith's going to start from day one with the Eagles. There's no way he's a Kadarius Toney situation. No, he's starting day one. 9 a.m. my time, Lucas. 9 a.m. in New York is when I started. Last year, I think I started at 10. But that's because I think the Lakers played the night before that stream, and I did that, slept an extra hour. Then I did a 24-hour stream. Then I streamed the Lakers later that night. But I always take my vacation. When I take my vacation in August, that's always the week before or the week after I take my vacation. I always do the Saturday before my week of vacation so I can recover. Because the first time I did it, I didn't do a vacation, and it hit me like a train on Tuesday and Wednesday. I just could not wake up. It's like jet lag. Monday I was okay, but the next 2 days were rough. People say to me all the time, like, does that get any easier? It does not get easier. Staying up for 24 straight hours is not easy at all. But I love doing it. It's a lot of fun. It's kind of become a tradition now, and I love the ability to use my format to raise money for a good charity. So that's why we do it. And we'll continue to do that until people get sick of it. But we only do it once every 6 months. So, we like to keep it fresh. I don't want to wear it out, but once every 6 months is plenty. First preseason game, Sean. I didn't even know it when I picked the date. I had no idea, and I looked at the schedule. I was like, nice. And I saw the Lakers have a summer league game, and I'm like, sweet. That'll get me to like 12:30 in the morning. And then we got the long overnight shift. On the Giants. No, Sean, I don't think he would have. I don't think he would have. I think that if they drafted Devontae Smith, he would have started. I think he actually would have taken over. I actually think, well, maybe not. He would have competed for a spot, though. I think he would have been competing with Slayton for wide receiver, too. Honestly. But you never know. Johnny Letourneau, man. Thank you so much, brother. Brilly, my man. By the way, everybody's, people that ask me, they say, Bad Dog, where did you get that Eagles jersey? From Amanda Philly's Ace. He heard me say that Eric Allen was my favorite Eagle of all time, and he sent me the jersey. So we did put it to use. Hope I don't have to wear that again because, as a lot of you know, I have a bet with Philly 500. If the Giants win the first game against Philadelphia, the next time the Giants play Philadelphia, Philly 500 has to stream his Giants-Eagles game in Giants gear. And if the Eagles beat the Giants, I have to stream the next game in that damn Eric Allen jersey. And I don't want to stream in that jersey. So that's our bet. Johnny, you're the man. Brilly, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. He says, with odds against Judge succeeding in moving the Giants forward because the track record of coaches flop from the Belichick tree, but how the NFL coaching has changed, how encouraging will Judge be? Well, I think it depends on your personnel, Johnny, and I think that it depends on the coach. I think it depends on how well your players perceive you. And honestly, I don't care what critics say. And listen, what Phil Simms said today made a lot of sense. Phil Simms played for Bill Parcells. Bill Parcells was a very tough coach, and he was very tough on Phil Simms. Very tough. But that's why Phil Simms is so great. Phil Simms could take it. And Phil Simms didn't take any shit either. Phil Simms would give it back. Phil Simms is a tough-minded guy, and he was a fighter. And that's why Giants fans love Phil. Borderline Hall of Famer, in my opinion, should be in the Hall of Fame. They put a lot worse in the Hall of Fame. I think Phil belongs in Canton. But I want to see what he does in his second year, Johnny. I'm not ready to give up on him at all. We'll see what happens this season, but I definitely think that Joe Judge will be okay. And I think that these players have his back. I really do. The players that came in here and retired, or these ex-players saying shit, they're not part of the team. They never were. So we'll see. But he's got this year to prove himself, Definitely. Newstar Sports, what's going on, man? Get ready for that butt woman. We're going to give you week 4. It's a hate week. I'm calling out every Giants fan. I don't even remember who the hell we play week 4. Who the hell do we play week 4? We don't play the Cowboys till week 5. Who the hell do we play week 4? Play Washington week 2. Who the hell do we play week 4? David, thank you so much for the super chat, brother. Brilly. Good evening, GOAT. David, how can I be the GOAT when you're the GOAT, sir? Russ is ecstatic to be home. I can't wait to call the games. They're going to be fun, David. They're going to be fun. The Saints. So what the hell are you talking about? A hate week? There is no hate between the Giants and the Saints. Hate weeks are for interdivision rivals. They're for divisional rivals. The hell is a hate week with the Saints? There is no hate between the Giants and the Saints. That's why I couldn't figure it the hell out. I'm like, I know we're not playing an Eastern a team in our division. That's what I was trying to figure out. I'm like, who the hell are we playing? I was like, did I have the Cowboys week wrong? Coffee. How can I be the man when you're the man? C-Rock, if Dan Fouts in the Hall of Fame. Well, Dan Fouts set a lot of passing records. Sims didn't, but Sims won the Super Bowl and was a big part of 2 Super Bowls. I don't know. But you do what you got to do, man. I'm not part of the TTC anymore at all, so I don't care. Anybody that ever calls me, it doesn't get a response from me anyway. I already know that. I guess it's good to a point that I've gotten to this point on YouTube that people use my name for clout. That's extremely humbling that people do that. I never thought in a million years I would get to a point where people put my name in a title to get views. I never thought that would happen to me. EDP is one thing, right? EDP at 2 million, I get it, but God Almighty, I'm a nobody. But you do what you got to do. Like I said, I'm not part of it. My trash talk, and you saw a glimpse. Punkum, you know this because you've been with me forever. And anybody else, Scott Robinson, maybe he's a TT. I don't know. You guys that knew me from the TTC, you saw the Philly 500 video. That's a little glimpse of what I used to do in the TTC. Although I can be really brutal in the TTC too, but that's a little taste of what I used to do. Zuhay, man, thank you so much, brother. Brilly. I hope Chris blocked you. I did tell him to unblock you. And I know you were on the stream on Saturday. He says, how do we differentiate the analysis of DJ in terms of paying him? For example, what if he actually breaks out because of the talent around him and sucks when we can't keep the core? What sucks is the Royals just took the lead. That does suck. That's a really good question, Zuhaib. Well, Galladay is there for 4 years. Shepard's going to be gone. I think that's why they drafted Kadarius Toney. And Darius Slayton's still on a rookie contract. So I think you would have to wait until the end of this year. I mean, Daniel Jones still has another year on his rookie contract. This is his third year. And obviously he has a fourth year. And then they have a fifth-year option. So I think they still have another year of Daniel Jones to decide what they want to do. But I understand what you're saying, because if they do pick up the fifth-year option, by the time he's in his sixth year, a lot of these guys are going to be gone. But I think you'll know with Sterling Shepard. I also think the Giants can draft some receivers and everything else. So that's a really good question, Zuhay. But I think that they have to. I think you can tell how much of it's quarterback and how much it is the receiver. I still think you can tell. I still think that they'll be able to differentiate exactly how good he is, depending on the talent, not the talent. I think they can figure that out. I would hope they can. Johnny, you're the man. Thank you so much, brother. Brilly. I really appreciate it. How are you going to stream the Eagles game and you're going to – No. Not the second game, John. The second game, not the first one. The second game. So if I'm going to the first game, you're going to the first game, right? You're going. So if you guys win, when the Giants play the Eagles the next game, I have to wear the Eric Allen jersey. And Philly 500 has to wear Giants gear if the Giants win it. So not the first game. The first game decides who's going to wear what the next stream. So that's why. It's the second game. The game I'm going to is the first game of the year. They play 2 weeks later. I'm pretty sure they play November 28th, and they play like December 14th. I'm not exactly sure the date, but it's like 2 weeks later they play again. So that's how we're going to honor the bet. That's how that's done. Am I going to do a stream before the first game? I'll definitely go live. The Giants game, I did it last year. I went live from the hotel room with DWG, my brother-in-law, and the other guys that came in there. Obviously, Chris was there. We had Gangrene David in the house. Bones was there. Kid Blue was there. So yeah, I'll definitely be doing some live streaming down there. Do some vlogs and stuff. Or we'll have some fun. I mean, that's what it is. Philly 500 wearing blue. I agree, Dyer Giants fan. Let's go, man. Let's go. Punk him, I know, man. I know what it was. But the Royals are pouring it on here now. They have him at third base, though. It's a good relay. Oh, that was the last inning. My bad. I didn't realize it was a replay. Come on, Judge. Tie it up. Let's go. Can't make the last out of third. That was a terrible job by that guy right there. Benjamin, did it not show up here? Up there. Benjamin, that's weird. I'm sorry, man. It didn't. Usually on StreamYard, it shows up at the top of the screen. I didn't even see it. Didn't show up there. Mike's just showed up there. Yours did. That's really weird. Anyway, Benjamin, you're the man. Thank you so much, brother. Brilly, my good man. He says, trust me, Bad Dog. Little Bad Dog will definitely be a ladies' man. I can definitely tell. Unlike KP, for whatever reason, prefers men, you can tell how he flirts with men with a vomit emoji. Just think that we get, how many hours of this do we get from Benjamin on the 24-hour stream? That's going to be great. That's going to be great. Mike, thank you for the super chat. Brilly, brother. The first time 88 tips a perfect pass to a safety, the 8 haters will explode. Well, I mean, yeah, Mike, listen, I admit this all the time. I am very up and down on Daniel Jones. Everybody knows that. But I'm not a Daniel Jones hater. Online Big Blue Sports says this, and I'm pretty much like this. This is what I consider myself. I'm not a Daniel Jones hater. And I'm not a Daniel Jones apologist. I'm a Daniel Jones realist. If I know that he throws a nice pass to Evan Ingram and half of his interceptions were Evan Ingram's fault, I'm blaming Evan Ingram. I'm not blaming Daniel Jones. When Daniel Jones deserves blame, or I think he deserves blame, I give him blame. Like I said, I know some people don't like that. I know some people think I'm supposed to kiss every one of their asses, and no matter how bad the situation is, I'm supposed to go, it's okay. I love the Giants. But that's not me. It's never been me, man. I'm a New Yorker. New Yorkers are rough on their team. We love our team. We want to cheer our team. But there's no doubt. No team, no fan base loves their players more than New Yorkers, in my opinion. Nobody roots harder and loves their fans more. But yes, we are rough on them for a reason. This is why we're rough on some players. This is why I'm rough on Gary Sanchez with the laziness. Most New Yorkers are blue-collar, hardworking people. It's a rat race. It's a tough place to live. The weather sucks. The taxes are high. The cost of living's high. It's a lot of hustle and bustle in New York. We work hard. We go to work. We punch a clock. We have an honest day's work. We come home. We try to raise a family. This is what we do. We don't know any different. We're very hardworking people. So we expect the same out of our athletes. And I've used this example a million times. The 90s Knicks did not win anything, but they are forever revered because of how hard they worked. You knew they put in 110% every night. And New Yorkers respect that. Of course, they want you to win, but if you don't and you try, we're going to love you. We're going to love those people. It's the ones that don't try. It's the ones that fold. That's the people that have a hard time. And I'm not saying that that's Daniel Jones. I'm not saying Daniel Jones doesn't try or that he's lazy, because I don't think he's lazy. I think Daniel Jones is a very hard worker. But you were also, what hurts Daniel Jones is the fact that he was the 6th overall pick. If Daniel Jones was a 2nd-round pick, he wouldn't nearly get the heat. Dave Gettleman put that heat on him by drafting him 6th overall. That's why he gets all this. If Daniel Jones was an afterthought in that draft, there's no way that he gets he doesn't have all that pressure. He'd have pressure playing in New York, but I think fans would be like, well, he was a 2nd-round pick. We can give him a break. Not that it's Daniel Jones' fault that he was picked 6th overall. But when you're picked 6th overall, man, you're expected to ball out. You're not expected to go, well, we have to wait. We have to be patient. When you're picked this is the problem. When you are picked that high in the draft, whether it's Daniel Jones' fault, whether the team reaches for these guys or not, you are expected to produce from day one. That's just the expectation. When you are a top 10 draft pick, they expect you to come in and make an impact immediately. Not, well, we got to wait for year 3. That's not how that goes. You don't take a guy in the top 6 and go, well, we got to wait 3 years for him to develop. That's not the players you take with the top 6. You don't take a player in the top 6 and say, we got to develop the player. Those are for your later round picks. You take raw athletes, talent, speed, and say, okay, this guy's got some athletic gifts. Now we have to hone those skills. We got to develop this player. You should not have to worry about developing a guy 6th overall. This is my contention with Daniel Jones. Again, it's not Daniel Jones' fault that they reached for him, but I think this is why so many fans are so tough on Daniel Jones, to be honest with you. David, my man, thank you, brother. Brilly, thank you so much. He says, my top 5 YouTube channels are No Order, Bad Dog, Demolition Ranch, Off the Ranch, Darman, Cash Nasty. Bad Dog is the GOAT. I appreciate that, David. Thank you. But how can I be the GOAT when you're the GOAT, sir? And the Yankees go 1, 2, 3 in their half of the 7th. Go to the bottom of the 7th. Get up and stretch. 5-4 Royals. Damn it. Right. Dire Giants fan. Exactly. You don't draft a project at 6. Exactly. That's my point. And I think, yeah, it's Gettleman's fault, White Lotus. I'm not blaming Daniel Jones for him getting picked 6th. But I believe this is why he's so, like, people are so, like, ready to get him. Like, people are so ready to get rid of him, because when you're picked that high, you're just expected to be great. Again, that's not his fault. I mean, look at Ryan Leaf was picked 2nd overall. The dude sucked. There's a lot of quarterbacks that got picked up there and they sucked. Right? Sam Bradford wasn't good. He was picked 1st overall. Like I said, Ryan Leaf was picked 2nd overall. Jamarcus Russell, garbage. It happens. But people expect you to be great. You know. What's going on, Jarvis Juice? How can I be the man when you're the man, sir? Rika Tiano. What's going on? Danny Dimes, how you doing, buddy? Well, Daniel Jones is better than Drew Lock. I think he's better than Drew Lock. So I think so, man. What is the contract for Mac? What is the contract for Mac McClung and Chauncey Brown? They're getting the official Laker roster's contract, probably league minimum, maybe a little bit. Well, actually, I think it depends on when they were drafted. Mac McClung struggled. What was that, Sunday night? He struggled. Chauncey Brown played pretty good. Yes, I am streaming the 20. Whoever asked that, I am streaming the game during the 24-hour stream. Yep. John Larson, what's going on? Heedy, what's going on? Am I worried about Grimes doing another Kevin Knox? Listen, Heedy, I have said a million times the Knicks should have traded 3 first-round picks RJ Barrett for Damian Lillard. The Knicks can't draft. They don't draft well. They haven't drafted well in years. I think RJ Barrett could be a really nice player. He's not going to be Damian Lillard. Obi Toppin, I don't know. I don't think Obi Toppin's going to be great. I mean, how many draft picks? Why do you think the Knicks have been bad for 20 years until last year? And listen, I'm gonna get to Benjamin thing, and I'll talk about the Knicks. Okay, I forgot who made a video. Someone made a video. Oh, they know better than you. I don't think the Knicks front office does know better than the fans when it comes to drafting. Benjamin, thank you so much for a 20 bomb. Really, man. I really appreciate that, brother. Thank you so much. He says, trust me, I'm coming up with all the KP roasts for the 24-hour stream. It takes some time to come up with new jokes. Considering he's 16 and hasn't kissed a girl or gotten laid, very hard for me to come up with new roasts. But what? I won't say it. I was gonna say something, but we'll save it for the 24-hour stream. Yes, Danny Dimes. I am streaming the Giants preseason game during the 24-hour draft. Yeah, or 24-hour stream. Okay, I'm gonna make a thumbnail for it, and when we're getting ready to do it, I'm gonna change the title so we get more people in here. Because obviously, again, half of whatever I get is going to charity. So the more people in the stream at the time, the more ad revenue, the more goes to charity. So I'm already planning on that. I'm gonna make that's crushed. It's gonna be 7 to actually bounced off the wall. I'm gonna do the Lakers thing. I don't know if I'm going to change the thumbnail. We'll figure it out. But yes, I am doing that. So back to the Knicks. And I forgot what the hell I was saying about them not drafting well. And they haven't drafted. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Who do I hate more? I hate the Eagles more than the Red Sox, but like this much. By like an eyelash. The Knicks, to me, didn't really do anything to put them over the top. To me, the Knicks were a team nobody expected anything from. And in my opinion, they overachieved. I think some teams took them lightly, and I think the Knicks overachieved. That's not to say Thibodeau didn't do a great job. I thought he should have won Coach of the Year. I think he got the most out of his players. I think he'll do it again. But in my opinion, the Knicks overachieved to win 41 games. They added Evan Fournier. They paid him too much. They added Kemba Walker, who I wish they had Kemba Walker like 5 years ago. The Yankees are going to lose this game. They're falling apart in the field. They have, Kemba Walker, who I think is a little bit over the hill, and they pretty much kept the same nucleus of players. I like that they kept Randall. I like that they kept Rose, but I felt like the Knicks needed to make a run. To me, they missed that. Lonzo Ball should have been their guy. I don't care. Lonzo Ball would have been perfect for New York, in my opinion. I just don't think the Knicks added that next level guy to really put them to the next level to where they could compete for the Eastern Conference. You know what I mean? I would have liked to have seen them add a bigger superstar than over the hill Kemba and Evan Fournier. That's just my opinion. They had a lot of money. They had a lot of draft capital. Use it. And I'm not saying they could have got Damian Lillard, but get somebody, like try to make a run at somebody big. Maybe they made a run at Chris Paul and they decided to stay with Phoenix. I don't know. I don't really know. The NBA salary cap is extremely confusing to me. But that's my thoughts on the Knicks. I feel like they didn't get enough. Why didn't they go after Kendrick Nunn? That would have been a perfect guy for them to get. How did the Lakers end up with Kendrick Nunn? How come the Knicks didn't go after Kendrick Nunn? He would have been a great player for the Knicks too. So, why did Ryan leave? Career pan out. He sucked. Couldn't make the adjustment. Mark Sanchez, another one. Sam Darnold, another one. Those USC quarterbacks are trash. They didn't do anything in the NFL either. It does happen. But remember how happy Jets fans were when they drafted Mark Sanchez? You know? So, how bad is the Reds bullpen? The Reds bullpen's bad. The Yankee bullpen ain't doing too good tonight either. The Yankees are actually going to lose this game tonight. Yes, Trubisky's another one, Kalen. Yep. That was foul. Looked like a home run. I have no idea how to watch FanFest online. I don't even know if there is a FanFest online, Andrew. I'm not sure. Jarvis, I'm fine with Jason Garrett. I don't have a problem with Jason Garrett. I say this all the time too. You know, everybody's like the people that make excuses for Daniel Jones, and it's not even excuses. They're legitimate. You know, they're legitimate reasons for him failing. Are having an off season. His offensive line sucks. Saquon Barkley was hurt. Darius Slayton took a massive step back. Evan Ingram can't catch the ball. There's reasons, but the same reasons that Daniel Jones was not good, the same reasons that Jason Garrett wasn't good. Jason Garrett knew that the Giants are going to win. They got to rely on their defense. We got to play vanilla. We can't turn the ball over. Offense isn't powerful enough to outscore opponents 34-31. So we have to just 3 yards in a cloud of dust, play field position, and make safe throws and try to win the old-fashioned way. So you can't really blame Jason Garrett for a vanilla game plan when all those players that I just mentioned and all those, didn't play well or were injured. That's all. Dire Giants fan says DJ can't put his weapons in an optimal position to succeed. With an inability to anticipate throws, that's my biggest thing. He needs to anticipate throws. A subpar line, can we really trust his offense? Unfortunately, this affects Saquon Barkley, number 26's value. Well, hopefully, Dire Giants fans, Saquon Barkley is healthy. And the offensive line was a good run blocking line last year. So hopefully they get a healthy Saquon. They're able to run block really well, and that translates to the passing game. That's what we have to hope for. That is what we have to hope for. David, my man, thank you so much, brother. Brilly says, I'm excited to see what Trevor Lawrence can do this year. He's had a great camp. If nothing else, the Jags will be exciting to watch. Yeah. They paired him up with Travis Etienne, his backfield mate, or his running back at Clemson. And I liked Etienne coming out of the draft. So he's going to put up good numbers. I think he's going to put up good numbers. Now, the problem with me, Urban Meyer's a clown show. Urban Meyer I don't think he's going to make it. I don't think he'll succeed. I'll be surprised if Urban Meyer succeeds. And the moment things get tough, he'll hightail it out of there. That's his track record. Yeah, AB, the Yankees are in trouble tonight, man. They're in trouble. Brock, I'm not worried about the defensive line. Offensive line, yes. I'm worried about the offensive line. A lot of questions. Defensive line, I think, will be fine for the simple fact the secondary is going to be so strong. I think you're going to get a lot of coverage sacks. That's, I think, that's what I think. But I don't know. Gettleman is the Giants' biggest problem. What kind of clown take is? I thought that was something else. Danny, what's going on, buddy? Thank you for being here, man. Appreciate it. Andrew Lunsford, what's going on? ABC 55. How you doing? Ready Red, what's going on? He says Dallas to win the East. They got a chance. They got a chance. They're gonna have to score a lot of points. I still don't trust their secondary whatsoever, but if they're healthy, they're gonna score a lot. They definitely got a chance. Yeah, I agree, Mike. I agree. Yeah, I still don't think. Again, David, I think that he hightails it and runs the minute there's trouble. So, look at this. The Royals with a squeeze bunt to get a run in. See how smart that is? Yankees don't do that. 7-4 Royals. This one's probably over. What's going on, Waterfly? Jason Dale, how can I be the man when you're the man, sir? I think guys and girls meet it. By the way, again, for you members of the Dog Pound out there, let's go. I mentioned this the other night, but instead of like the the members stream where just the members and the moderators can chat, which most members are moderators now. And I give away a jersey. During the 24-hour stream, I'm going to be giving away 2 jerseys. So you members of the channel, you'll have a chance to win a jersey. You'll have 2 chances to win a jersey. So just remember that. We're going to do, that's another thing we're going to do during the 24-hour stream. We're going to give away a couple of jerseys. Dire Giants fan 120. Really, you're not watching Hard Knocks? 2 reasons. Number 1, it's the Cowboys. I don't give a damn about the Cowboys. Number 2, I don't have HBO. So, no, not watching Hard Knocks. Don't have HBO. And Hard Knocks isn't really my thing anyway. I've never watched it. I've never been interested in it, to be honest. So I'm not watching Hard Knocks. I'm watching the Yankees. Unfortunately, they suck right now. The Yankees are more important than Dallas's mic'd up training camp. I don't care. I heard you shared 30% of your workout book with DJ. Yes, Rudy. DJ learned a lot from the old man right here. You heard a lot. You got a lot from the old man right here, man. I don't know where the tailgate's going to be yet, Andrew. I am not sure where we're tailgating. Depends on where we park. Brock, I don't know. Maybe because they spent their entire draft pretty much on defense. I think their linebacking core is good. I still don't think their secondary is going to be good. They got a lot of inexperienced guys back there. And in the NFL, the jump, in my opinion, it's the second most difficult position to get acclimated to in the NFL is cornerback. Obviously, quarterback is number 1. I think cornerback is number 2. The receivers are bigger, they're taller, they're faster, they're stronger, and they're way more athletic than they are in college. So it's a massive adjustment, and I just think that they're going to have a hard time figuring that out at the beginning. So that's why, Oh, Danny, I completely agree with you. The Hall of Fame is a joke, buddy. Drew Pearson is not a Hall of Famer. Not close. Not close to Hall of Famer. Completely agree. Not close. Tutto, grazie, paisano, grazie. Brilly, brother. He says, salute to Kevin Magumba. Drop by office to pay my respects and slap all the Eagles fans on my way out, paisano. Tutto hates the Eagles. Tutto is probably pissed off that 2 of the Eagles' colors are in the Italian flag. I know I'm not happy about it, right? Green and white. Like they don't belong in the Italian flag, Tutto, right? They shouldn't be. That should not be their colors. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it should be, personally. I don't think that's right, Tutto. I don't think it's right. Irish Rover, my good man. Thank you so much for the super chat. Brilly. Says Joe Judge reminds me of a great military leader. He will ask you to go to hell with him, and you believe he will get you home. Team building through discipline and care builds trust and respect. Facts. Now, I did have I was a Redskins fan. His name is Politically Correct Redskins fan. He did have a really good point about something, though. And I tended to agree with him. He said he was in the military. David, you might be able to speak to this too. Obviously, you're a Marine vet, so you could probably speak to this better than I can or somebody in the chat. But I thought that this was a good point. He said it's okay for the players to run laps, but Joe Judge probably should not be making the coaches run laps. He's like the drill instructor is not going to make his other sergeants run, punish them the way he would the recruits. And I thought that was a good point. I get what he's doing. He's saying not even the coaches are above, the players. And I understand what he's trying to do. But that's actually kind of a good point. That if you're a drill instructor, you're not going to punish your other sergeants or whatever, depending on, what branch of service you're in. But I thought that was a good point. So maybe that's the one thing that I would disagree with. Like I said, I know what he's trying to do. I get that he's saying everybody's equal. But again, I can see the point of maybe that's not such a good idea. I can see it. Christopher, man, thank you for the super chat. Brilly, brother. What do we do at end of season if Jones is like a top 16 quarterback? If he's in the top half, Christopher, they're keeping him. And the Giants will be really good. The Giants will be a winning team if Daniel Jones is in the top 16. They will be. Because this offense should not have to be great. It should not have to be Dallas. It should not have to be Kansas City. It should not have to be Green Bay. It should not have to put up 31 points a game to win. The New York Giants offense should be just good enough where they're scoring 24 points a game, no stupid turnovers, let the defense win. The Giants are going to win a lot of games this year, 24-17, 20-13, 21-10. I think they're going to win a lot of those type of games. But I think if he's in the top 16, I think he's good. If Ganiston says thumbs up the stream, that is great. Bad Dog, we need a Yankees win. Bad Dog, we need a Yankees win. We'll win this. We need a Yankees will win this game tweet. Oh, they're not going to win, Mike. They're not going to win tonight, buddy. I don't have confidence in them today. I just don't. I'm just watching the way they're playing. I don't have confidence. I think they're just going to lose tonight. It's okay. But they didn't play good tonight. They don't seem like they're into it today. It's weird. Like sometimes I get that feeling like they're playing good baseball, but they're down 1-0 or they're 3-1. But today they're kicking the ball around the field. They're getting strikes called that are neck high right there. So I'm not feeling it. They get a lot of injuries too, man. They got Gary. Not that I'm complaining about Sanchez, but Sanchez out, Gio out, Anthony Rizzo's out. That's so big for us. I hope they do, Mike. I'm not feeling it, man. Hopefully they prove me wrong, but I can't see it. Zig 8100, man. Thank you for the super chat, brother. Really appreciate it, man. He says, name your top 5 Giants players for fantasy and why. I don't play. Well, I actually am playing fantasy football this year, but top 5 players. I mean, Saquon Barkley because he's the best player. Daniel Jones because he's a quarterback. Kenny Golladay because he's going to be a red zone threat. Evan Ingram because even though he freaking drops the ball a damn time, he gets a ton of targets, and you're going to need a tight end. As far as the 5th guy goes, I have no idea. I really don't. But 4, Barkley, yeah, Saquon Barkley, Daniel Jones, Evan Ingram, Kenny Golladay. That would be my top 5 players for fantasy. I don't know. I can't think of it. Maybe Darius Slayton would be the other one because he's going to be wide receiver 2, and Kenny Golladay is going to get a lot of attention, and Darius Slayton should get a lot of one-on-one coverage. But those would be my top 5 Giants. I don't plan on taking any Giants players anytime soon in the draft this year. Zue, man, thank you, brother. Really, I really appreciate it. He says, handpick an offensive coordinator that would be best for DJ. What do you think about our new away unis? I have not seen them. He says, by the way, I don't think MetLife is requiring vaccination for it. Well, just in case they did, I got vaccinated a while ago, just in case. I was not missing that game. So just in case, I went and did that. Not to mention, if you run into somebody that has it, you don't have to, quarantine for 2 weeks. I go to the gym. I got a 4-year-old. It was probably just best for me to do it. But I'm never telling anybody what to do. I would never say you should get it. You shouldn't get it. You do what you want to do, man. You're human beings. You're grown-ass people. You can do whatever the hell you want to do. Yeah, the Yankees just went out pretty easily there. But if I could handpick an offensive coordinator, that's a tough question, man. I mean, honestly, Pat Shurmur. Pat Shurmur did a good job with Daniel Jones. He's a shitty head coach, much like McAdoo. McAdoo was a good offensive coordinator, sucked as a head coach. I think Pat Shurmur would be a good offensive coordinator for Daniel Jones. He just can't be a head coach. But honestly, I think that's the guy that I would use. I think it would be Pat Shurmur. Yeah, Schroeder sucks, Daniel. Mike, you don't have to. Listen. I completely understand both aspects of it. Like I said, I did it so that I could get into sporting events because I wasn't sure how the whole thing was going. What did I get? What do you mean? Pfizer was the one I took. The Giants are lacking a wide receiver position. I don't think so. I don't think so at all. How are they lacking, ABC? They just signed Kenny Golladay. They have Sterling Shepard. They have Darius Slayton. They drafted Kadarius Toney. I don't know how I don't know how they're lacking there. I think the wide receiving core is pretty decent. I can't wait to get a Kemba Knicks jersey to match my UConn jersey. Yankees went 1-2-3, so this game's over. No, I'm not going to FanFest, PJ. I live in upstate New York, and I work a job, so there's no way I could drive down there. I'd have to take the day off of work. Not doing that. I had to take the day off of work today because my son was sick. Not doing that. And I would have to take the next day off, too, because I wouldn't be getting home till 1 o'clock in the morning. And I'm not taking 2 days off of work to go to FanFest. I don't just take days off of work to take them off. That's not in my DNA. My ass goes to work every day, unless I have vacation or something, or I am like deathly sick. Work has actually told me to go home because I will go in sick, and they'll say, you need to go home. Get out of here. Take the rest of the day off. I don't know any better. I don't. That is my DNA. I don't know anything but I don't know anything but hard work. No matter what I do, this is just how I am. Whatever I do it 100%. When I go to work every day, I do it 100%. When I go to the gym every day, I do it 100%. When I do YouTube, I try to do it 100%. Right? You guys know I work hard on it. I think I work hard on here. I'm trying to juggle everything that I do and still be on here when I, said work 40 hours a week, sometimes more. It's good. Did I get sick from the vaccine? Did not. I had a slight fever after the second one, but when I say slight, I'm talking like 99. But that's fine. The only thing I had was arm soreness. The first time, because I wasn't moving my arm. After the second shot, I went running. My arm didn't hurt the next day because of the constant motion. Yes, 24-hour stream like Nona, Saturday, 9 a.m. Saturday, 9 a.m. Do I trust Dexter Lawrence? Yeah. Well, I don't live in Albany. I live in Saratoga. Saratoga is about a half an hour north of Albany. Albany is about 2.5 miles from New York City, or 2.5 hours. It's a 3-hour trip. 3.5, 3 hours, depending on the traffic, Albert. Yeah. Albany's a long ways from New York City. I'm about 180 miles north of New York City. That's a long trip. Boston's closer to me than New York City is. It's a long trip. That's not close. That's not a stone throw. That's a long ways. It's a hike. Dre, it is what it is. Have I been to Long Island, Prison Mike? I have not. I have never been to Long Island. How do I think Oklahoma win the Big 12, Danny? There's no doubt about that. They're the best team by far in the Big 12. Will they win a natty? Depends on their defense. Their defense is a lot better, but it's still not an SEC defense. But I think Oklahoma's going into the playoff again. I definitely do. They're ranked third to start with the coaches poll. Who cares about the coaches poll? But I think Oklahoma makes it into the, and then they'll play Alabama or Georgia or Clemson, and hopefully not lose this time. And if they do, hopefully it's like the Rose Bowl from a few years ago, and not last time like when they played LSU and got murdered, or Alabama. Nope, it's still very hot up here, Dre. Actually, this is the hottest it's been all summer. Summer finally made it here. The foliage doesn't get here till the beginning of October. September is a very nice month up here. September is usually in the 70s most of the month. Early September can get hot. It can still be in like the middle 80s. But through most of September, we're talking between 72 and 78. There's not a humidity. There's no humidity. It's sunny. September is the best month of weather up here. I love September weather. Problem is, when we get to September, I know that winter's around the corner. Winter sucks up here, but we usually don't get that until the beginning of October. At least we're not going to lose ground, Max. At least we're not going to lose ground today. As a Mets fan, it's always refreshing to watch the Rays. The organization knows how to build an amazing farm system, manufacture runs, and know how to pitch with. Yeah, and that's why they kick the Yankees' ass, Dylan. That's why they kick our ass for that reason. I just watched Kansas City execute a squeeze bunt and go up 7-4. I'm also watching the Yankees unable to field. This is ridiculous. They've made 3 errors tonight. Make it 4. As Luke Voigt has a Bill Buckner moment. 4 errors for the Yankees tonight. They're not interested in playing. That's why, Mike, I said they're not going to win tonight. I can tell by the way the team's not good. The team needs Anthony Rizzo back. Huge. Do I think the Lakers get one more center? No, I think the Lakers are good. I think they'll make it. Anthony Davis is going to play the center. SHT. So you pretty much have three centers. AD is going to be the center. He's going to play a lot of the five this year. And obviously they got Marc Gasol back and they got Dwight Howard. So I think they have three centers is enough. I think they should be good. I agree, Albert. Oklahoma should be really good. And David, definitely Rizzo's affecting the Yankees. I don't know why either, Dre. I don't know why your yard is orange. I have no idea, but the foliage is not here yet. Not close. Driving distance to Canada is about, it's like 4.5 hours. Buffalo is farther than Canada, but Toronto might be 4 hours. Not the farthest. I've been to Canada though. I went to Montreal. I don't remember much of that trip. Montreal. I don't know if I'm allowed back. I don't know if I'm allowed back in Montreal. That was quite a few days I spent there. Which quarterback on the 2021 draft will have the best career? Trevor Lawrence. I think Trevor Lawrence is going to be special. Yeah, Arian, but the pitchers don't have any. I don't think the pitchers have anything to do with them not scoring. You know, I didn't know that Cole. I didn't know they were missing Cole. I did know they were missing Cole because he hasn't pitched in a while. But listen, maybe Cole needed that time off. You know, I did not go to Edmonton. The only place I've been in Canada was Montreal. Zig, thank you for the super chat, man. Brilly, I really appreciate it. Name your dream O-line either through free agency or current O-line through trade or next year's draft. I'll be honest with you, Zig. I don't pay attention to other people's offensive lines, so I couldn't tell you. All I know is I wish the Giants would have drafted Creed Humphrey. That would have been very nice. But as far as like a dream offensive line, I honestly could not tell you. I could not tell you offensive linemen of other teams. I don't study them. I don't play Madden. I don't play video games. So this type of stuff is not ensconced in my brain. It just isn't. So when it comes to the offensive line, man, I know our offensive line. I know players that come out of college when they're getting ready to draft because I study the offensive line. But other than that, man, I really don't pay attention to it because I don't have that much time to do it. It's just honest to God's truth. Especially this day, especially during the preseason. I really don't pay attention to it. I can't. I just don't. I don't have the time to just sit back and research. I know, like I said, there's a lot of people that stream. There's a lot of people that do videos. YouTube's their full-time job. It's not my full-time job. So I just don't have the knowledge when it comes to an offensive lineman. I really don't. Like I said, I wish I would have got Creed Humphrey. That would have been awesome. That was my guy. But as far as like everybody else, man, I couldn't tell you. BSPN ranked LeBron ninth. Listen, they're going to play with a chip on their shoulder. Jedi's right. She says, spike that like. It's a good idea. It's free. Hit the like. Hit the subscribe if you're new. Why not? You know, you're going to be live for 24 straight hours starting Saturday at 9 o'clock, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. It always is. And by the end of the year, or by the end of the year, by the end of the stream, we're loopy. Always am, man. Mr. Red Mamba, man, the Lakers are going to be fun, buddy. There's no doubt about that. Yes, I'm going back to work tomorrow. Yep, four errors. Do I like Zach Wilson? His arm special. I do like Zach Wilson. Unfortunately for him, he's a Jet. So we'll see how that works out because we know how it works out with the Jets. But I do like Zach Wilson, yes. I'm assuming KP and Max were on the weekly date. I don't know. Orphanage Builder DeGrom is in the house. He says, I have arrived. No, Richie, I'll be streaming it. I'm streaming for 24 straight hours. So I will stream that game in the middle of a 24-hour stream. Yep. I already planned on that. 24-hour stream. When that game ends, I'm going to go over to we'll see when it ends because it might end really late. The Lakers the summer league is fast. It's 10-minute quarters. It flies by. But once that's done, we'll go over to the Lakers summer league and we'll do that too. The Lakers will make the championship. I think it's too early to say who's going to make the championship and who's not. Mike Morano, my man. Hey, thank you so much for the super sticker, brother. Really appreciate that. Brilly, my man. Thank you so much. He says, thank you. Thank you. No, thank you, man. I appreciate you guys and girls being here. Ivana being in the 24-hour stream? No, Ivana's here for the Lakers. That's it. Ivana will not be in the 24-hour stream. It's funny. I actually followed Ivana Alawi on Instagram. I did follow her, and then I got a follow back, not from her, but from an Ivana Alawi fan club or something. It's like Ivana Alawi family. They followed me back, but not Ivana. I think Ivana should follow me back. I think she should. But Ivana needs to know who the hell the Laker dog is. She needs to know how popular she is in the streams. Benjamin, my man, thank you so much for super chat or super sticker. Brilly, I really appreciate it. I already know this is coming a lot during the 24-hour stream, but whee! Thank you, Benjamin. Goat World, how can I be the man? You the man. Benjamin again, you're the man. Brilly, thank you so much. Whee! There needs to be a head shaving super sticker. My favorite coach, Rick, Bill Parcells. Bill Parcells, definitely. Benjamin, you're the man. He's going to get me dizzy. Brilly. One more time. Whee! Almost took down my green screen. I heard KP's favorite singers are George Michael and Elton John. Even Brock is getting in on it now. George Michael and Elton John are KP's favorite singers. What does it say? After the pandemic, does Manhattan? I don't live in Manhattan. I live in upstate New York. I'm sure there's still beautiful women in Manhattan. I'm sure that they didn't go anywhere. Mike Morano with a $20 super A. Thank you so much, Mike. I really appreciate it. Brilly, my good man. What do I have for that? I have Bert. No, thank you for being you, Mike. Really appreciate that, Mike. Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate that. Thank you very much. Buffalo's closer to Detroit than New York City. That's a fact. Buffalo's a long ways away. Buffalo's all the way on the other side of New York from me. I'm like 20 minutes away from Massachusetts. So Buffalo's like, what, an hour from Cleveland? Like it's a long ways away. No, Mike, I always act out the super stickers. At least I try to. Because I always think they're fun, so I always try to act them out. That's why I do that. But I always think they're funny. I appreciate it, Richie. I do, man. Thank you, guys. I could afford to buy couldn't afford to buy the Yankees. Even when I sell my Tom Brady collection, I can't afford to buy the Yankees. I'll never have that kind of money, ever. The Yankees are worth like $2 billion. Who's my favorite Oklahoma quarterback? It's a good question. Get a mirror to look into. I don't get what for, Punkum. I can see myself. I am looking in the mirror, Punkum. I'm looking right at myself. Ooh. 3D. Woo! Right through the screen. I mean, Danny, it's probably Baker. It's probably Baker Mayfield. Kyler Murray was better, and I loved Kyler. But I think that I liked Baker Mayfield's chip on his shoulder, shit-talking attitude. Not to mention, Oklahoma was much closer to winning a championship with Baker than they were with Kyler. Not that was Kyler's fault, but that 2017 Rose Bowl still stings, man. It still stings. That sucked. But hear me if it nice, NFL experts. Yeah, I will not be there. Muhammad Ali, how can I be the greatest when you're the greatest? And you are the greatest of all times. Muhammad Ali, the greatest of all time. Zach, my man. Thank you. I was just super sticker shirt up on StreamYards. Thank you so much, man. Brilly. A little fist bump. Fist bump. Thanks so much, Zach. I really appreciate that. Why did I not like Hurts? I don't think Hurts was a good quarterback. That was why. I didn't like Hurts because I didn't think he was a good quarterback. I didn't like him throwing. I when he would go back to throw, I'd say, Lincoln Riley, why isn't he running more? He should be running. That's why I didn't like him. That's why I don't like him with the Eagles. And again, it's got nothing to do with him being. I say this all the time, Danny. Ask Sooners fans. Ask Jedi. She's a Sooners fan. She's in here. Ask a Sooners fan where they put. I say this all the time. I'll give you 5 quarterbacks, in the last 15 years at Oklahoma, and I'll tell you to rank them. Sam Bradford, Spencer Rattler, Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, Jalen Hurts. I guarantee you 90% of Oklahoma fans are going to put Jalen Hurts 5th on that list. They're going to tell you Bradford is better. Bradford got injured, so that sucked for him. But Bradford is going to be better. There's no doubt Baker and Kyler are better. And I tell you right now, there'll be a lot of Oklahoma fans that'll tell you that Spencer Rattler was better than Jalen Hurts. I'm just being honest. Bills versus Rams Super Bowl. I can see the Bills maybe getting there. I don't know about the Rams, but I can see the Bills. Stafford's going to have a good year, though. Yeah, Michael, I agree. He is poop. So. Dash, I don't care about the Reds, to be honest. They're a National League team. They're having a good year. They're probably going to make the wild card, but their pitching is always, they can hit. I mean, the Reds, they can rake. Like the Reds can hit, but their pitching is suspect. They're completely opposite of the Yankees. The Yankees bullpen's having a rough one tonight, but it's like the Yankees starting pitching has been pretty damn good, and their offense sucks. Jazz versus Nets. I don't think the Jazz will make it. If they didn't make it last year, I don't think they're making it this year. The ABC, yeah, I think that if Gettleman has a bad season, I think they're gone. Yeah, I mean, Kyler did get shut down, but again, they were down 28-0 early, so it was pretty tough. Oklahoma did make a comeback in that game, but Bama killed them. There's a bug flying around here. I think it's a fly. I see it over there. Stupid things. Yeah, Kenny, that's my favorite Super Bowl of all time. Kenny Tompkins in the house, 518, represent. Yeah, that's my favorite Super Bowl of all of them. Yeah, this is true, Dire Giants fan. Yo, Authentic, what's going on, buddy? How you doing, man? Hope you're doing well, sir. Thank you for swinging by. I appreciate that. Only thing about being a barber, I can set late the house call prices. About to go. Yeah, there you go. There you go, David. $100 cut. You can never get $100 for my head of hair. You might be able to get like 100 yen or something. So there's not much going on with my head anymore. But like I said, my boy DWG going to shave it on stream on Saturday. You'll get to see that. Everybody's always like, take your hat off. And I always tell them, you got to pay to play. You have to pay a lot to get me my hat off, especially in a charity stream. But you're going to get to see that anyway, because we're going to shave my head on stream. Like I said, it's for a good cause. So we're going to do that. Is everyone high in the Chargers? Oh, because of Justin Herbert. That's why. Luka contract, that was coming. Josh Allen coming too. They both deserve their contracts. No doubt about it. They both deserve it. Janice, my lady, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Do you think Larry Fitzgerald should try to go for a ring by changing teams or stick with the Cardinals? I think the Cardinals, man, I was high on the Cardinals last year. They're my sleeper, and I still think the Cardinals are good. Like, I still think, but I don't know if they have what it takes. I've thought for a while, Janice, that Larry Fitzgerald could have made that move, but he won't, and that's why I respect him so much. He won't move. He's not chasing a ring. He's loyal to the Cardinals. I wish that he would have got that ring in 2008 against the Steelers. He deserves one. I mean, guys like Lance Allworth got one with the Cowboys at the end of his career. Maybe he does. Maybe he moves and he does get one. But I would love to see him get one. He deserves it. He should come to the Giants. Can't afford them. Not shaving the eyebrows. Hell no. I like my thick ass eyebrows, man. Pachangus, thoughts on Westbrook? I did a video on it. Go check it out. I gave my thoughts on Westbrook to the Lakers. I don't know how well he fits their system. They're going to have to put their egos aside, but obviously calling the Laker game is going to be very exciting this year because, well, they got 3 superstars. Do I think the Mets regret losing Wheeler? No. And yes, Halliday's number should be retired. I don't think any team in the NL East is going past the first round, Johnny. I don't think they're good enough. I don't think any of you guys are good enough to beat Milwaukee, beat San Diego, beat the Dodgers, beat the Giants. I just don't. Those teams are really good. I can't see any team in the NL East winning a series. They may be able to win one game, but I can't see them winning a best of 5 or a best of 7. I just don't think any. I don't care if that's the Mets. I don't care if it's Atlanta. I don't care if it's the Phillies. I just don't think that division is good enough. Just like the Yankees, I think the Yankees may be good enough if they even make it. Maybe good enough to win that wild card game with Garrett Cole. Maybe, but they will not win the first series. They will not. They will not beat Tampa Bay. They will not beat Houston. They will not beat Chicago. Although they seem like they beat Chicago pretty good last time, but they won't win any of those series. They're not good enough. This team is not good enough. I hope they make the playoffs. I like calling the playoff games. I can't see the Yankees getting past the first round. Maybe, like I said, maybe the wild card, but I can't see them getting out of the ALDS. They're not good enough. Golden State's going to be good, Stan. They get Clay back. Arian, I don't know. We have to see. We have to see how Barkley does. $16 million a year, maybe less. We'll see. No, I probably won't do Vic DiBitetto again. There's only one Vic DiBitetto. I went to see him actually in Albany. That was fun. I'm telling you, Danny, he's nothing like Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott is way better than Jalen Hurts. Way better. I'm just telling you. Jalen Hurts is not good. Like I said, I saw LB put something on Instagram. They made a big deal about the throw. Like, you can't throw right. He totally underthrew the receiver. The receiver had to go up in the air and make the catch on the cornerback. He totally underthrew him. It was a terrible throw. I don't know what Eagle fans get all hyped up about. It's a horrible throw. Terrible. So, I don't know. Yo, Benjamin, my man. Thank you so much. Really, I really appreciate that. I said, I respect Russ Wilson, but hate the team he plays on. KP, to me, fits all the prerequisites for being a man's man. My children won't be named KP or Luke. Do you think Kurt Warner deserves to be in the Hall of Fame? The Kurt Warner one's tough, Benjamin, because, the beginning, he didn't get into the NFL until no, I'm not going to say that. You know what? He does. He does deserve to be there. I'm not saying that he's like a great Hall of Famer, but I think I played in 3 Super Bowls. He won. He did win one of them. They were the greatest show on turf with the Rams. I think what sealed Kurt Warner's, going into the Hall of Fame was that season in Arizona when he brought them into the Super Bowl. I think that him going to a 3rd Super Bowl with that team when nobody expected that team to get there, I think that cemented his spot in Canton. I think if he does not make that Super Bowl, I don't think he's there. So the Yankees lose tonight, and they look like shit tonight. That was a disgraceful effort. Don't worry, Aaron Boone will have some cookie cutter response to how shitty they played. He won't be mad about the 4 errors or any of that crap. And I'll be like, well, I thought we played well. I thought we had some good swings, and I thought we, whatever. Should Red Ruffing's number be retired? No. Offset, how can I be the man when you the man? Should we trade for Michael Thomas? What are we giving up? What are we giving up for Michael Thomas? How are we paying him? How are we paying him? How are we paying Michael Thomas? Stan is disgraced. He is. Will I flip and go crazy? I mean, I'm not going to flip. If they go 3-14, now I'm sure there'll be a few rage videos if they're 3-14. I'm not going to be happy. I can tell you that. The Yankees are half Scranton. Give them. Oh, Mike, I don't care what level you play at. Field the ball, man. Field the ball. They gotta be able to field the ball. They gotta be able to make the plays in the field. I mean, you can't commit 4 errors. So, Calvin Johnson's the worst Hall of Famer of all time. Highly overrated player, played like 4 career games. I think there's more. I think there's overrated Hall of Fame. I think Bob Greasy's overrated. I think Jason Taylor is completely overrated. I think that John Randall's overrated. I think all those guys are overrated. I think that the NFL puts a lot of overrated players in there. But Calvin Johnson had a 2,000-yard season. Is pretty impressive. Tiki Barber belongs in the Hall of Fame. He belongs there. Yeah, I tell you, Kenny, I'll be pissed if they have that. I'll be pissed. Not a dire Giants fan. They suck. He sucks. And Cashman did what he could do, but you can't make a team really bad at the beginning of the year and then fix it all during the trade deadline. He definitely helped. It would have been nice if we have Anthony Rizzo. He's obviously makes a big difference, but this is just watching them play. Like I said, I get pissed off at the Yankees when they don't play fundamental baseball. When they lose, and they're not going to win every game. But you got to field the ball. At least NFL never put a Harold Baines. Oh, listen, baseball is getting worse and worse and worse. Harold Baines ain't a Hall of Famer. Alan Trammell's not a Hall of Famer. Baseball's getting worse. But the NFL definitely put worse players than Harold Baines in the Hall of Fame. Definitely. There is no doubt. A lot of guys in the NFL don't belong in that Hall of Fame. Rizzo, I'm guessing 2 weeks, Kenny. That's usually what it is, man. Tiki belongs in the Hall of Fame. I know why the hell Jonathan Allen's up there. The dude's hitting like 130 in 60 games. Why they keep him up there, I have no idea. Allen should be up there. Greg Allen should be playing. Just win the Field of Dreams is a game world championship for me. It should be a fun game. Easy money, what's going on? Ligma, I don't even have $350 to bet. You guys are crazy with your betting. I'm pissed off I lose $20 in a bet. I can't imagine betting $350 parlay. Dave Parker and Steve Garvey belong in Hall of Fame. I mean, you could say that. You could say Dale Murphy. Like, I'm thinking because these guys are getting in, I think Steve Garvey's going in. I think Dave Parker's going in. I think Dale Murphy is going to go in. I don't know if Kurt Schilling's ever going to get in there, but he could. But, yeah. I think Don Mattingly belongs in the Hall of Fame, but they're not going to put him in there. MetLife, for me, 3.5 hours. Long drive. Yeah, there you go, Kenny. Yeah, Jeremy, it should be interesting. I mean, I'm not going to get all out of sorts on a preseason game, but it'll be interesting to see these young guys play. I wish we would see Barkley and Galladay. We're not going to see them. Mike, I agree. It's only because Tiki said what he said, but Tiki is the greatest running back we've ever had. It's not close. Tiki was so good. The last 2 years of his career, Tiki Barber rushed for over 3,500 yards in the last 2 years of his career. He was insane, man. He averaged 4 points. I said that, and I stand by this. Tiki Barber was better than Emmitt Smith. I don't give a damn what anybody says. Go back and watch the tape. Put Tiki Barber behind that offensive line. Tiki Barber didn't become a starter until like 2000. And then he played 7 full seasons. The guy had over 10,000 yards. He had over 5,000 yards receiving. He averaged 4.7 yards a carry. And like I said, the last 2 seasons were incredible. He belongs in the Hall of Fame. I don't give a damn what anybody says. And he was better than Emmitt Smith. I don't care what anybody says. He's better. Dylan, thank you for the super chat. Brilly. Petition to call Schroeder Dennis Scrotum. Easy W. Oh, I mean, he's a scrotum. He scrotum himself. He got no money. Lakers offer the guy $21 million a year. He didn't make anything. Do I think Eli's our first ballot Hall of Famer? Absolutely. Tiki Barber is better than Rodney Hampton. He was better. Rodney Hampton was good for a few years. Rodney Hampton had a lot of injuries. Tiki was more dominant than Rodney Hampton. Rodney Hampton wasn't a really good receiver out of the backfield. Tiki was. And Rodney Hampton never had years like Tiki did. Tiki was really good. Really good. Raiders are going to be a bad team next season? I don't think so. I think the Raiders are going to surprise a lot of people. I really do. No, Eagle Fang, this is the only stream I'm doing this week. Thursday night, I'll be on Entertainer's channel, but this is it for me. Before the 24-hour stream. Just wanted to come on and hang out for a couple hours because, like I said, you're not going to see this beautiful mug until Saturday. Not on this channel, anyway. Well, Curtis Martin's better than... Curtis Martin's pretty good. I still think Tiki Barber was better in a shorter period of time, Dylan. I think Curtis Martin had the better career because it was longer. But I think in a shorter period of time, I would say Tiki Barber's 6-year block may be better than anything Curtis Martin did. But Curtis Martin's longevity, I think that he's better than Tiki Barber. I think he had a better career than Tiki Barber. Now, you could say that about Emmitt Smith had a longevity. Emmitt Smith averaged 4.1 yards a carry, man. Curtis Martin was better. I don't think Emmitt Smith is a top 10 running back of all time. Emmitt Smith is so damn overrated, it ain't even funny. It's not even funny. So is Troy Aikman. Those teams were just great teams. They were not great individual play. Like I said, put any running back behind that. Put Barry Sanders behind that Dallas offensive line. You know? New York for life. Thank you for the super chat. Brilly. Would you rather lose $15K in the stock market or be in a room with Cuomo alone? Well, I wouldn't want to lose money, so I'd rather be in a room with Cuomo alone. Do y'all hate the Eagles and Cowboys most? Depends on who you ask, Leach. I hate the Eagles more than the Cowboys, not by much, but it depends on who you ask. Some Giants fans are going to tell you Philadelphia. Some guys are going to tell you Dallas. Richie, Richie, you're new to my channel. You're new. You've never been through a 24-hour stream. My family, my wife is very supportive of that. Like I said, I do that once every 6 months. And like I said, half of it goes to charity. I didn't need to do that. People ask me to do a 24-hour stream because it's tough to do, and a couple of content creators did it. And when I did it, I decided I was going to give half what I made to charity. My wife knows that I do it. We plan for it, and I would never end that early. I don't care how tired I am. I don't care how much I'm dragging. I will not quit that. I have not quit it. This will be the 5th one that I've done, and I will not quit early. I do not give up on that. Don't. If I set out to do something, I finish it. So my family knows all about it. They're not out of town. They know all about it. They'll probably go out. I mean, they'll probably go to my mother-in-law's house and go swimming or something. They usually do that, but my wife's very supportive of that. I love doing that. Like I said, it's for a good cause. I don't quit on that. They know that. I'm on vacation next week anyway, so I'm not talking about politics. I'm not talking about Cuomo. I'm not talking about that stuff. I don't do that. I'm a sports channel. I don't discuss politics here. Your left arm hurts. You got to move it, man. My left arm hurt too when I first got it. I appreciate that, Sabrina. That will not be at FanFest, George. I work. I'm 3.5 hours from the stadium, so no go for me. I have a job, so I can't make it. Panthers, I don't think they'll be good. Sam Darnold's a quarterback. I think he stinks. I'm I have the heart of an entrepreneur. I appreciate that, Mike. I try, man. I agree, Dre. I agree with everything you said. Dan Marino. I'll always pick Marino, Danny. Dan Marino's the best quarterback I ever saw. Way ahead of his time. Way ahead of his time. Dan Marino was God. I love Dan Marino. One of my favorite players ever. Wish that guy would have won a Super Bowl. Loved Dan Marino. Terrible defense his entire career. How do I stay awake for 24 hours streams? Yeah, I live on caffeine just like I do every day of my life. Diet Coke, coffee, anything with caffeine. Energy drinks, yes. Listen, I prep for this all year. I stream Laker games, right? I don't go to bed at 1:30 in the morning. I'm up at 5:30. That's 4 hours. I'm up at 5:30 to 1:30 in the morning. That's 20 hours I'm awake. That's why I say it's that last 4 hours that's tough for me because I'm not used to being up 24 hours. I'm up 20 hours some days, but not 24. No, Dan had no running game either. I think his best running back was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Not the basketball player. Roger's the most skilled you've ever seen. Well, like I said, Dan Marino was amazing. Couldn't run, but it had the quickest release I've ever seen. Just a gun. So far ahead of his time. Think about it. I mean, his record stood forever until the NFL changed it to where quarterbacks threw 6,000 times a year. But Marino's 48 touchdowns and 5,000 yards in 84 go down one of the greatest seasons in the history of football, especially the way they played defense back then. Thoughts on Fred Taylor? He was really good. Fred Taylor was really good. I had a Fred Taylor jersey, David. That's how much I liked Fred Taylor. I had a Fred Taylor Jacksonville jersey. I really liked Fred Taylor. I really like Maurice Jones-Drew too. Thoughts on world? Oh, that happens, Richie. It's bound to happen. They caught up, but we still won the gold. Oh God, Afghanistan. I can't even imagine what Marino would do in today's game. I can't even imagine. Genesis Marino was hot too. I could see the ladies liking. I could see them liking Dan Marino. Yeah, Favre, that interception cost me a lot of money. I picked them to win outright. I picked the Vikings to win that game outright. I had the over in that game, and I hit I forgot what it was. I forget if it was the Colts and was it the Jets the game before? Like I played a big parlay and taking the Vikings straight up. The Vikings were like an 8.5-point dog. So the money line was like plus 160. So I would have made a lot, and that interception killed me. I never forgave Favre for that. No, Michael Vick's not a Hall of Famer. Not close. Not close. Yeah, Gary, exactly. What New York jerseys do I have for what? Football? Barkley, Eli, Shockey, Kenny Phillips. Remember Kenny Phillips? Odell Beckham. Who else do I have? Lawrence Taylor. I got to get a Bavaro jersey. That might be it. Eli Barkley, Beckham, LT, Shockey, Strahan, Tuck. Kenny Phillips. I had a Landon Collins one. I dumped it. What I think about the Corey Webster pick in 07 was great. It's great. Sims, I don't have a Sims jersey yet. David, it's funny because people are this just happens when you're a great franchise. People will try to diminish anything you do. Like the Yankees. They'll say, all the Yankees championships came from there was like 8 teams. Well, how come none of those other teams won all those championships? How can you blame the Yankees for winning all the championships? Why didn't the other teams in the league win all the championships? Like you just said, every team had the capability to win that title, just like the Lakers did, and they didn't do it. So how can you blame Los Angeles? I mean, as a Celtics fan, are you gonna? If you're a Celtics fan, you can say, "Well, we won all those championships, and there was 8 teams in a league in the 50s and 60s." No, because every other team had the same opportunity to win all those championships. The Celtics won them, so it's not their fault. It's not the Lakers' fault that happened. The Lakers took care of business. Oh, David, I know, because like I said, they're going to hate on greatness. People hate on greatness. It's just how it goes. People hate Brady because he's great. They're jealous of success. Some people are just jealous of success. That's why those people are not successful. They have the wrong attitude. Be inspired by success. Don't hate on it. I've never understood that. I've never understood why somebody hates that somebody's successful. I can't wrap my brain around that. I don't understand it. I don't know how that gets you anywhere in life. I'm not hating on anybody, not just successful people, but God, I mean, how does that help anybody? How does that help you achieve anything? Oh, this guy's successful. I'm going to hate on him. I don't like this person. I don't like this person. So let me spend time out of my day when I could be doing something productive to help myself. Instead of doing something for myself, let me go and badmouth this person over here. Let me go waste all my time and energy to do that. I will never be able to figure that out. I will never be able to figure that out. Well, I'm pissed off in my life, so I'm going to go try to make somebody else miserable. Well, if you weren't so busy trying to make somebody else miserable and focused on yourself, you wouldn't be miserable as a person either. There you go. There's your life advice for the day. No, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Well, it's not a Giants game, Zach. It's FanFest. Zach, I don't know. I've never actually driven there. I'm always driven there by somebody else. But if you have a parking pass, you should be fine. If you already paid for the parking pass, you'll be fine. It's not going to be, they only have a limited amount of tickets. You're not going to have a problem with that. Exactly, Afghanistan. I don't understand it either. Why are people negative? Listen, I'm not talking about people being negative. That's fine. Some people like that. Listen, I'm pessimistic for the most part too. I'm pessimistic when it comes to a lot of things. Completely own that. But I am not about to go. If I don't like a YouTube video maker, or I don't like an actress, or I don't like a singer, I'm not going to this person's Twitter just to badmouth them. It doesn't do anything for me. Like, for example, like, I can't stand the Kardashians at all. If the purge is a real thing, that'd be the first ones I take off the face of the planet. The entire family. I hate them, okay? But I'm not about to go onto their Twitter just to talk shit about them, because I'd rather do productive things for myself and my family. So I'm not going to waste my time and energy with, I can't stand the Kardashians, but let me go over there and spend 10 minutes or 20 minutes just bad-mouthing them. It accomplishes nothing. So, yeah, as far as, hey, I don't think the Yankees are going to be very good this year, or I don't think the Knicks did enough. You want to say it's pessimistic, or I don't believe that Daniel Jones is a future, whatever you want to say, it's fine. But I think there's a difference. There's a difference between being realistic about things and maybe with a negative spin on things or pessimistic spin on things, as opposed to just being outright, I'm just going to waste all my energy. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I never will. The reality, no, I did not see it. I have not been on Instagram in a while. Not for hours anyway. I was on it earlier today. But, you know, no, Cassie. I mean, it's true. By the way, happy birthday. Everybody in the chat, please wish Cassie Stewart a happy birthday. I saw that go by real quick. 21 today. Oh, God, 21 was such a great age. Everybody wish Cassie a happy 21st birthday. You only turned 21 once. I hope you made it. I hope you make it count. Only once. Only once does that happen. It's all downhill. You can do anything you want at 21. You can drink legally. You can gamble legally. You can go wherever you want. Nothing else to look forward to now except for 30, 40, 50, and so on and so forth. 21. God bless you. Ah, boy, to be 21 again. I can't even fathom that. I'm farther away from 21 now than when I was born. That's ridiculous. Yeah, all day. Exactly, Punk. I'm all downhill. I say the same thing, David. I can't figure that out. I don't get it. I'll never understand it. There you go, Punk. Yes. Let's make these young people feel terrible about how fast their life's gonna fly by now that they're 21. It does go fast, I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, that's awesome. 21's a good birthday. 21 was a good birthday. And I've told this story before. 21 cured me from gambling because most of you know I went to Atlantic City the day after I turned 21. And in one weekend, I lost $3,200. And that was the end of me really wanting to ever gamble again. So that was a lesson. It was an expensive lesson, but it was a lesson. That's why people are like, I put $300 in this team. I put $1,000 in this team. Like, you guys are insane. The most I bet's $20. That's about it. I will say this. I did put $100 on the Giants to win the Super Bowl outright against Patriots. That paid nice. But other than that, nope. $20. If I'm way ahead for the year, like college football, I do better with college than I do NFL. I can't win at the NFL. I can't. I never can win. College, I do pretty good. NFL, I'm just garbage. I can't win anything. I never hit anything in the NFL. I'll get 3 out of 4, 2 out of 3. If I pick the over, it's the under. If I just bet one team to win, they lose, or they win and they don't cover. Like, I can't win at the NFL. College, I do okay. So if I'm like a couple of years ago, I was ahead by like $400. So I bet, what the hell did I bet? I bet like $50 on a parlay and I lost it. But I still ended up ahead. If I'm way ahead like that, I'll go for the big one. But I don't like doing that. Always bet Ohio State. That 1 year, dire Giants fan, that's what I did. They are the reason that I was way ahead. Because I did. I just bet Ohio State every week. And they did really good. Would I still go to the nightclubs at 45? Hell no. Why would I go there? I'm married. I got a 4-year-old. Why would I go to nightclubs? I'll say this too. What's cool at 19 is not cool at 45. And what's cool at 45 is not cool at 19. When you're my age, you don't act like you're 21. That's not cool. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing for a guy my age to be going out to clubs and acting like he's 21. It's embarrassing. By the time you're my age, you should be set with a career, with a house. You don't need to get married and have a kid. That's your decision. But you should definitely have a career and a house and have responsibilities to where it's like, I'm not going out at 45 years old. That's old, man. The clubs are for young people. The clubs are for people that are 19 to 25, 28, whatever. 45 is, no, it's embarrassing. If you're 45 years old, you should be going to a bar and drinking maybe, or going to a restaurant or something like that. But a club, hell no. No, I don't. I mean, Dillon, Alabama's another one that I win money on. I do good in the SEC. I do good in the SEC. I do good in the Big 12. And I did good with Ohio State. Did I enjoy my 30s? I enjoyed my 30s. I enjoyed my 20s. I enjoyed my 40s. I enjoy them all for different reasons. All for different reasons. I got married at 30. I enjoyed that decade with my wife. My son at 40. I'm enjoying that with my son. See how that goes? Every decade's something different. At 50, then I can start looking at retirement. Not too far away. 12 years ain't that far away. 14 years. I'm figuring 59, and I'm out. 59, my kid will be graduating. I'm thinking the year that he graduates high school is the year I might retire. Hopefully. You never know. You never know. Derby one, what's going on, man? No, college football, Jared. I don't bet college basketball. I don't watch college basketball. I don't know anything about college basketball. Copper Billy, what's up, buddy? Hey, listen. I'm an old guy. I've been around. I say these to the young people all the time. There's no substitute for life experiences. You're going to mess up. You are going to make mistakes. You are going to do things that you regret. It is human nature. You are human. You will be wrong. You will screw up. It's a fact. Nobody's perfect. Nobody ever will be perfect. You're going to do dumb shit and you're going to regret it. The key is don't do it again. Learn from it. Don't do it again. Don't make the same mistake twice, but you're going to mess up. It happens to everybody. I messed up more times than I can count when I was younger. So, and I didn't learn for a while. It took me a long. Thank God I met my wife. That's all I'm going to say. My wife straightened my ass out because I was in a downward spiral, big time. Too much partying. Well, Andrew, I mean, retiring from my job, meaning I'm retiring, collecting a pension from New York State. And yeah, I mean, hopefully, 14, 15 years from now, YouTube's still around. I still plan on being around. I love doing this. This is fun for me. Like, I love hanging out with you guys, girls. I like to just talk. I'm a talker. I'm a bullshitter, whatever. I like to talk. I love to hang out with you guys. Got the best channel on YouTube. But I love talking about sports. And I love calling sporting games. It is my dream to be a play-by-play guy. I never fulfilled that. And it's my fault. And then maybe I never would have. Maybe I would not have been good enough to make the radio or television. But what this gives me the opportunity to do is live out my dream with the best channel on YouTube, be able to converse with great sports fans from all over the world. Because obviously, if you've been in the Lakers streams, you know they're global. All over the planet. And I do it in the comfort of my own home. So if anything ever happens, I'm right here for my wife and kid. It's the best thing ever. I love this. And until I don't love it anymore, I plan on being here. But when I retire, it would just give me more time to do it. So hopefully it's still around in 15 years. Benjamin, brother. Really, I really appreciate it. Here Top 5 couples, in my opinion. In no particular order, myself and Nelly. That's Last Jedi, by the way. Mr. and Mrs. Bad Dog, Jared and OBD, Jameson and Cameron. Worst couples, in my opinion, Luke and Max, Max and Brandon and Max. I think he meant Brandon and Luke on that last one. You didn't need a super chat again, Benjamin. You're the man. Thank you so much. Really, I knew what you meant. Hot for Billy Paul. How can I be the greatest ever when you're the greatest ever, sir? I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you. When you were 20, similar to I had those. I definitely had those hangover moments. So it's one reason I absolutely loved that movie, Brock, because I could relate to it a lot. Where you wake up the next day and don't remember what the hell happened the night before. Yeah. Not smart. You party too hard. I woke up in back alleys. I don't know how the hell I ended up there. I woke up in strange houses. Don't know how the hell I ended up there. Dumbass me. Let's try to drive home sometimes. One time I remember I woke up, my car was parked on the side of the road and I was hanging out the door. I don't know how the hell that happened either. Just really stupid things. But when you're, 19, 20 years old, you're invincible. And then, to be honest with you, the more I got away with it, the more I felt like I could do it. It was stupid. Like I said, it was downward spiral. My wife's the best thing that ever happened to me. Straightened me right the hell out. I didn't want to know nothing from anybody but her. That was it. When I met my wife, it was the moment I laid, and a lot of you guys and girls know this too, because you've been on my streams a long time. The moment I laid eyes on my wife, I say this all the time. It's a fact. I never in my life believed in love at first sight till I saw her. The moment I saw my wife, I knew I was marrying her. It's the weirdest thing. I walked in. It was a bowling alley. Walked in. I saw her piercing blue eyes. Knew then. That was the first thing I saw, those eyes. I said, it's going to be my wife. Here we are 21 years later, still married. God bless her putting up with me and then producing a little me and still not being insane. She's probably on the verge of being insane. I mean, if you have to live with me for 21 years, you're probably crazy. But I don't know. David, thanks so much, man. Really, I really appreciate it. My 21st birthday, I was in the Philippines with my fellow Marines. The sergeant major and some of the officers got me trashed drunk. Nice. Do you know any tag along, David? I definitely could use to learn some. Obviously, with all my, the fans from the Philippines, which is awesome. I bet the Philippines is great, man. Boracay, when I looked at the Philippines, I mean, I'll never get there. I can't take the flight, and the flight's expensive as hell. But the 20 hours in the plane or whatever it is, I couldn't do it. But Boracay looked really nice. Like when I was looking at all the places to go, like Boracay looked like the nicest of all of them. Yes, 13,300s, Afghanistan. I was a very good bowler. 13,300s, 4,800s, made the 7-10 split twice. Highest average ever was 228. I was really good. I was very, very good at bowling. And I was really fast. Football, not great. I was undersized. I weighed 135 pounds when I graduated. But I ran like a 4.5 40. I mean, I could fly when I was a kid. But there was no physical contact. You could be all arms and legs and run fast. You could be all arms and legs and bowl really good. Baseball, I was average. Like I said, I got to a point I couldn't hit a fastball and I was done. But before they started throwing over 80, I was pretty good. But basketball, I was pretty good on the playground, but I was never good enough to actually play like for school or anything. You got a 300 Wii bowling. That's awesome. I could never do that, Richie. I could never do that. Janice, it's funny you say that because I actually bowled better when I was drunk. And again, me being the competitor I am, there were nights like I'd have a bad first game, like I'd throw like a 175 or something, and I'd be getting so pissed. My teammates would actually buy me beer or a couple of shots because it would calm me down and I would bowl better. It's crazy, but it would make me bowl better. It would calm me down. It's weird, but it would. I don't think the Lakers need anybody else. Definitely a beach house, Andrew. I want to move to Myrtle Beach. That's actually where I want to move, or Charleston, South Carolina. My wife loves San Antonio, but I want to be near the ocean. I did run track, Devin. Yep, I was 100. I ran 100, 200, 4x100. Those are my go-tos. 10 seconds done. 10 and a half seconds done. 22 and a half seconds done. That was it. Burn it all out as fast as you can. Yeah, I've been to Myrtle Beach a few times, Jared. I love it. Florida, maybe. I prefer South Carolina, but I mean, I certainly wouldn't be adverse to moving to like Fort Lauderdale or Orlando. It's just there's more hurricanes. I know Myrtle Beach gets hit with that too, but Florida, I don't know. There's no state taxes in Florida. That's why most New Yorkers move there, by the way, because they take their New York State pension. They don't get taxed. The cost of living is way less, and the weather's way warmer. That's why all New Yorkers go to Florida. But there are your stomping grounds, Hoverbill. My stepmother lives in Charleston. I absolutely love that area. Love it. So the problem is my wife is 8 years younger than me, so she can't retire when I can. So I'd have to wait for her. And it might be a chore to get her to move. Me, hey, I'm out. But, she has a lot of family here. Like me, I don't. I have my only family, really, my mother and my sister. That's it. I mean, I got nephews, but I'm saying like my wife's got like uncles and aunts and all, just tons of people. And she has 3 sisters. And I don't know. But me, I want to move south. At least have a winter home in the south. That'd be nice. Go down there when it's winter. Come back up here when it's summer. Go down to Florida or Myrtle Beach from November to May. Come back up here from May to November. That'd be fine with me. It's nice weather up here anyway. Which role players are I think LeBron's Kendrick Nunn. I keep saying Kendrick Nunn. Loved it. I loved it. Super Bowl's on the line. You missed a 21-yard kick. What do you say to your team in the locker room? Apologize. I don't know what else you say. You have to apologize, I would imagine. And you place the blame on yourself. You want to live in Massachusetts? I want to get out of the cold weather. That's me. I don't like the cold. I like the heat. I like it hot. I like it hot. I didn't even see Asia. Is Asia in here? I didn't even see Asia. I didn't even see Asia in the house. Well, the Nets aren't going to get Rudy Gobert. I don't remember the question, SHT. Do I have PayPal, Hopper Billy? I do have PayPal. I don't know what it is, though. There's a reason. I do have a PayPal, and I was putting it in some of the things, but there's a reason I don't do the PayPal thing. And I know, listen, I understand that PayPal, you get like 90% of it. PayPal does take a percentage, but I get that you get most of it. And I understand why people do it. But the main reason that I don't do the PayPal thing, Hopper Billy, is because of this. Obviously, I'm extremely appreciative of anybody that donates to me, becomes a member, any of that stuff. And I know YouTube takes like 30 to 40%. I understand that. I get it. But I don't ever expect it, and I don't ever ask, and I don't even mention that I have that option. So the reason I don't do the PayPal thing is because if I have it, then I have to like draw attention to it. You know what I mean? Like I'd have to say, hey guys, there's my PayPal, or I'd have to have one of my mods put my PayPal link in the chat. And I don't know. I mean, if I was a full-time YouTuber and it was my job, then I probably would do it more, but that's really the reason that I don't, because I don't want to have to like point it out. Hey, I got PayPal, because I don't know. To me, it's insinuating like, hey, I got PayPal, use it. I don't know. It's just, I get it though. I do. I definitely understand it, but also, I want to know how the hell to find this stuff, So, but that's what Patreon. No, I don't use the Patreon, John, because I have the member thing here, and the Patreon. Honestly, the Patreon, I'm just lazy. I'm just lazy when it comes to the Patreon thing. The membership thing is like a Patreon thing here. There's different levels. And I've thought about making like a higher level. Like I've thought about making like a $25 level. To where like if you're part of that level, like I'd have you on the channel. But I have to think about something good. You'd still be entered into you'd obviously get more entries into the winning of the jersey, but I'd have to do something special if I bumped it up a level to like $25. But that's why I don't do it. What do you mean? What apps do I use? 251 Giants win the Super Bowl. 250 to 1. Are they that? Wow. It's big. It's big. I didn't see Asia in here. Wait, hold on a second. Ito ang, what's this say? I can't even say this, David. Ito ang Pina Kamahuse na chat sa YouTube. This is the best channel on YouTube. Oh, you do know, David, you got to help me out. How do you say good evening? I know like Mangadang Umanga is good morning. How do you say good evening? Yes, cautiously optimistic is exactly the words I would use, Andrew. Shane, I think they can do it. Honestly, I think that they can do it in a couple of years. But if they're really terrible this year, then we're going to have to set it back because they'd have to blow it up again. Let's hope that they improve big time, make the playoffs. If they make the playoffs this year, I could definitely see them getting there in a couple of years. If they have a terrible season and they're revamping and getting rid of their quarterback and their GM and everything else, then we're talking another rebuild. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Mangadang Mabi. Okay. That should be easy. I should be able to remember that. Mangadang Mabi. Not that I have a lot of good evenings because the Lakers are always at 10 o'clock, which means it's 10 o'clock in the Philippines in the morning. Mangadang Mabi. Italy, United Kingdom. What are you talking about, Cameron? It's the Philippines. Do I think they'll win a Super Bowl? I certainly hope so. I certainly hope so. Any advice, John, as far as starting a podcast, buddy? I don't know why I'm not putting these comments up here and I'm answering them. This is the only advice I ever have for anybody doing YouTube. It's really easy. Be yourself and have fun. That's all I can say. Be yourself and have fun. If you're not having fun on it, you won't enjoy it. You won't want to do it. So pick something that you enjoy talking about and don't worry about what anybody else says. It's a fact. You shouldn't worry about what anybody says about you in real life anyway, but you know, and it gets to a point where, and I've said this before, if you don't have haters, you're not reaching enough people because inevitably you're going to find someone that don't like you. It don't matter what you do. They're just not going to like you. And who gives a shit? That's their problem. You know, can I do more speeches on my second channel? I kind of got away from the second channel because nobody's watching it anymore. I should do more on that channel. And I was doing it for a while, but nobody really paid attention to it. It didn't grow at all. And it was kind of like, you know, but I will. We're getting close, Janice. Probably another 5-10 minutes, but we're getting close. What's one thing I wish you knew when I was younger, Jake? I had a really good job when I was younger, like a really good job, and I lost it. Not because of me, because the company was sold and I lost my job in like 2 days. I wish I would have planned for my future. That's what I wish I would have done. I should have went out and had fun, but not as much fun as I had. I pretty much was living every day like it was my last, and that wasn't smart. I made a lot of money. I had a God complex. I thought I could do anything. I liked flashing around. That's what you do when you're young and impressionable. Somehow you think that, see, this is the difference between being 19, 20, and being 45, right? When you're 20, you just feel like money impresses people. So you want to always show it off. You get a nice car, you want to show it off. Like that's important to a 20-year-old. You know what I mean? That was important to me because I didn't understand what the hell life was about. I thought life was just about money, 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 money. And money ain't shit. Money almost, money had me going in the wrong direction. And then I lost it and then I had nowhere to go. I got humbled really quick. Like I said, luckily I met my wife and she straightened my ass out. But that's something I wish I did. I wish I would have saved my money. Wish I would have planned for my future. I wish I would have done things differently there. That's what I should have done. I should have planned for my future instead of, like I said, living every day like it was my last and just throwing it around like, hey, look at me. I'm a big shot. And I wasn't. I wasn't a big shot. And I wasn't a know-it-all. I know shit. I knew nothing. Thought I did. Thought I had everything figured out. Oh, yeah, this is going to last forever. Guess what? It didn't. So that's my biggest regret. I should have been looking at my future instead of just partying for years. Stupid. I always say it. 45-year-old me will kick the ever-loving shit out of 19-year-old me. No, I don't mess with the stock market. Nope. Not messing with that. So many people, and this is why they do this. Get rich quick. Oh, it's all about get rich quick. Oh, I got to get in the stock market. People get in the stock market. They think they know how to trade. They don't know shit. What they're going to find out is they're going to lose a shitload of money. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. There's all these pump and dump scam bullshit. No, I don't mess with the stock market. Not stuff like that. Like I'm not getting into these crypto. I'm not messing with that. When I did invest in the stock market, I invested in high dividend, strong companies, Johnson & Johnson, GE, things like that. Kraft, things like that. My stock market, sports cards. That's my stock market. Am I going to become a millionaire with baseball cards? No, like I'm not going to be a millionaire overnight, but it's a nice investment. And my card collection's pretty valuable. I've been doing it since I was 13. So That's kind of what I know. I know that market. I know memorabilia. I'm not going to get involved in the stock. I don't know anything about the stock market, so I won't do that. I won't mess with that. Like I said, sports cards, memorabilia, I know a lot about that stuff. So, but stock market, you can't. Done properly, John, yes. I don't know how to do it properly. I don't know how to do it. You have a few tag along, but oh man, that's awesome. I can't even say that. David, I can't even say that. Pina, I can't even say this. Pina ha ha laga ha namin ang lahat iyang jingawa para sinamin. We appreciate all you do for us. Yeah, right. David, if you're here for the 24-hour stream, we're going to teach me some tag along if it kills me. Same here, Zuhaib. I agree with you, buddy. I'm glad I'm old too. I'm glad. I couldn't grow up in this day and age, man. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I just think that, and again, I'm not trying to stereotype all people that are, 2 generations after me, but it just seems, from what I see anyway, and I can only go by what I see. I don't know the tens of millions of 20-year-olds out there. But it's not just 20-year-olds, there's 30-year-olds, that guys in their 30s that are the same way. Like, they just don't want to work. They just don't. They just want everything to happen to them. They don't want to work. They don't want to earn it. They just want to be, I don't want to work. I just want to be a millionaire. I don't want to put any work in it. I just want it to happen. I can always rely on mommy and daddy to take care of me. I can always live in mommy's house till I'm 35, 36, whatever. I can just live there forever. They'll take care of me. I don't need to work. I'm going to try to continue to just get rich overnight instead of actually like doing something. It just seems that way. It's like Uncle Lou says, it's like instant gratification. People want instant gratification. It doesn't happen that way. It just doesn't. I mean, there's probably more of an opportunity to do it now. But I see these people with MLMs, and MLMs have been around forever anyway. That's nothing new, but there's just a lot more of them now. But that's another thing that people get into, and that's a dead end. That ain't gonna work. That business model's terrible. Yeah, Andrew, it's true. I mean, that's what happens. It's the thing is with society today, everything is set up for you to be lazy. Like technology, they keep coming up with more and more technology to make you lazier and lazier and lazier. How lazy you have to be the worst thing that happened during the pandemic, besides obviously people dying and everything else, worst thing that happened to me and my wife was we found DoorDash. That's the worst thing that ever happened. That is the worst thing that ever, because now it's like, I don't want to cook dinner. I'm going to go do DoorDash. And DoorDash is expensive. Now we're down to once a week, though. I make sure I go shopping. But for a while, it was, let's get DoorDash. Let's get this. Let's get that. Because you could get anything from DoorDash. You want Chipotle, you get Chipotle. You want McDonald's, you get McDonald's. You want Five Guys, you get Five Guys. You want Applebee's, you get Applebee's. You want Chili's, you get Chili's. You can get anything from DoorDash. Bad. Set up for you to be lazy. You want to, I don't even know what OnlyFans is. Somebody said that before, Max. I don't even know what the hell OnlyFans is. What the hell is OnlyFans? Benjamin, thank you for the super chat. Brilly. He says, KP, grow the hell up and move out of mommy and daddy's house. You grown. You got a job at Mail Filet. Make your own name. Make your own legacy being a man's man. I'll say this, Benjamin. I will give KP credit. He does have a job and he is 16. He is working. I'll give him credit for that, Benjamin. A lot of 16-year-olds don't do that. I give him credit for that. Give him credit for working. I give him credit for that. He might not get a lot of credit from me for other things. That he will. I always respect a working person. Always. I don't care what the hell they do. You could be making $10 million a year. You could be making $10 an hour. I want to respect you for putting in a hard day's work. So you're selling your body. I got you. I got it. So it's pretty much like, let me ask you this, since that's what OnlyFans is. Why wouldn't you just go to a strip club? Why would you? I don't get this. If you're going to pay for that, why wouldn't you go see them in person? I don't get it. Why would you pay for that virtually? Just go watch it in person. That's what gentlemen's clubs are for. And it's probably less money. I mean, you don't even need to pay them. They dance on stage. You can just sit there and watch it. Technology, baby. I don't know, man. I'm old. I don't get it. The hell is RedTube the same? Is that the same thing? I don't know, man. I don't know. Become famous because famous girls. I guess I don't know, man. I don't know anything about that. I've heard that term before. I've heard OnlyFans, and I don't know what the hell it is. Matt, you don't know. You've been to every strip club. You've been to the strip clubs in Vegas. You've been to Scores. You've been to the strip clubs in Montreal. You seen some of those dancers? Pretty good. I guess Janice said that's a good point. At home convenience. I guess that makes sense. But then again, like I said, I grew up in a different era. That was not around when I was 19 years old. That was not around. We went out. No, this is my last stream of the week until Saturday. That's why I came on here tonight. Yeah, Dire Giants fan. You nailed it. You nailed it, sir. Fuck all that. Damn right. There you go. Those three words are perfect, my man. Perfect. 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 Playboy magazines? Oh, I had those. They were like $2. Like $2. Now, what I did have back in the day was Cinemax After Dark. I guess that was your OnlyFans back in the day. Cinemax After Dark. That was your OnlyFans. That was a monthly. That was like an extra $6 a month for cable. Of course, I didn't pay for that. I was a kid. My parents paid for Cinemax and HBO. There wasn't all these extra channels either. We had like 3 pay channels: Cinemax, HBO, and Showtime. That was it. There wasn't like 15 HBOs. But yeah, that's Cinemax After Dark. That was our OnlyFans. That was our OnlyFans. You older guys know what I'm talking about. You older guys know. You guys my age, you know Cinemax After Dark. Yep. You know it well. Matt, I don't know. Cinemax wasn't a porn channel. So Cinemax After Dark came on Fridays, 11 o'clock at the earliest, until like 4 a.m. And they always had a double feature, and it was always like softcore porn. It wasn't full-on porn, but it was softcore porn. So I don't know if they still, it wasn't like a porn channel. It was just a block of television that they had. So I don't know. I use cookies. Sounds good, Brock. I do remember the black boxes in Afghanistan. Yes, I do. Skinamax. Yes, that's exactly what it was. Skinamax. I become a Giants fan. Grandfather was a Giants fan. Dad was a Giants fan. Giants fan. Bloodlines, baby. Bloodlines. I'm missing this. What am I missing? I keep missing comments. My Young Money, I am not high on keto. I'm not high on, to me, keto is Atkins diet. It's no carbs. I don't know, man. I'm just not, I am not a person that believes in diets. Like, keto diet, vegan diet. To me, it's just eat healthy and ingest less, ingest less calories than you burn. I just try to eat healthy, but I don't eat a lot of carbs. I mean, I could tell you that. I don't eat a lot. I love bread, but I don't eat a lot of bread anymore. I make turkey burgers. I don't put them on a roll. But I like breadsticks. Like if I go someplace, so I go to if I go to an Italian restaurant, they put bread on the table, I'm eating the bread. But I just I don't know, man. Whatever works. I mean, if you find something that works, great. I just believe that it's not dieting, it's a way of life. Fitness is a way of life. You don't just diet and go, I want to lose 50 pounds, and then you lose it, and then what do? You gain it back. Right? You gain it back because you stop doing what you've been doing. Or you continue to go, and if you continue to go, it's become a way of your life. It's not a diet. They've always had these things. They've always had diet pills. They've always had weight loss pills. They've all this stuff, and none of it works. It's always something different. Right? I can't remember what it was. I forgot what it was. They used to have, though, you put this powder on your food and you lose weight. There's just no substitute, man. You eat right and you exercise. That works every time. Do I eat pasta? Just not every day. I eat pasta once in a great while. I don't eat it every day. Lakers versus New York tomorrow. Yeah, I won't be doing that. Oh, shit. I forgot it was Lakers versus New York. I might have to do that. Shit. Man, I don't want to. I want a night off. I forgot they were playing the Knicks. I knew they were playing tomorrow. I'm like, I might have to do that. We'll see. I'm not going to commit to anything, but if I feel up to it, we'll do it. But anyway, let me get out of here now. We'll go 3 more minutes. You get to 12:15. We'll go. I took a night off last night. I took my night off. I did Dire Giants last time I did a 24-hour stream. I streamed the Laker game the night before the 24-hour stream, and I streamed the Laker game the night after, like the night that I finished. Like Sunday morning I finished, I streamed the Laker game Sunday night because I'm insane. No, I've never been to the Jersey Shore. How do you bulk properly? A lot of protein, man. A lot of protein. A lot of calories. A lot of healthy calories. Pounds of chicken. Pounds of steak. Pounds. A lot of fruit. Yogurts. Oatmeal. Rice. That's how you properly bulk. Am I tired? No, Jalen, I'm not tired. I don't tire out. I'm a machine, damn it. We're prepping for the 24-hour stream. Shane, my wife's sleeping. That's why I do my streams at 10 o'clock. It's why I stream the Lakers. They sleep. They're sleeping when I come down here. I spend time with them. I spent all day with my son today because he was home. He didn't feel good. All day I spent with him. But that's why we do the 10 o'clock, 10:30 games, because they're sleeping. I spend my time with them. Then they go to sleep. I come down and stream. That's how I got started doing the Lakers. Because back in the day, because when I started streaming, trying to grow my channel, my life revolved around YouTube, and that was not healthy. And I said, after a few months of that, I said, I got to do something different. YouTube has to revolve around my life. I have to start streaming later games. The Lakers just happened to be on TV late. They were on national television. I ended up doing a lot of Laker games and said, okay, I'm just going to do the Lakers. Never in my wildest dreams did I think it would become so popular, but that's why I do them. And that's why all my streams start at 10, 10:30. That's why Talking Giants is 10, 10:30 all the time, because it allows me to spend time with my family, then come down here and hang out with you guys for a couple of hours. But I get my time with them. Now, the Lakers will become really big. My wife knows if they're playing the East Coast, there's a 7:30 game. She's very supportive of that. But those days I don't go to the gym. That still gives me the time. Protein shakes, protein bars. I mean, you can definitely add them. I wouldn't suggest going crazy on them. It'll mess your stomach up. But I mean, you could definitely have one or two. You could have one in the morning, one before you go to bed. I always, when I was trying to bulk, which now I don't. I mean, I've been cutting now I'm kind of where I'm going to be. But when I was cutting down, obviously I didn't. But I always took a protein shake before I went to bed because when you're sleeping, your body uses muscle to burn energy. It feeds off the muscle because your body's hungry. So when you put the protein in your body, it digests that instead of feeding off your muscle. So I did that for a while, but that's what I would do. I would suggest taking a casein protein that's slow digesting, put peanut butter in it. Peanut butter is slow digesting too. That's another good one for bulking. Peanut butter and peanuts and almonds, good. High calorie stuff, high protein, but very healthy. Also olive oil, same thing. That stuff's good for you. Peanut oil is healthy. Let me get out of here, guys. I'm going to sit here and talk all freaking night because I can do that. That's why I'm good at the 24-hour stream because I never shut up. Thank you guys and girls so much for hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it. We'll see how I'm feeling tomorrow. If I feel good, you're going to see me at 10 o'clock. If I'm tired, I'm going to go to sleep. I can tell you this. I'm not going to come on here and half-ass it and be tired at 11 o'clock. That's not going to happen. But if I'm wide awake and I'm ready to go and I'm ready to call some Lakers, I'll be here. If not, I'll see you guys on Saturday. So I appreciate you all being here. It was a great stream. I really do appreciate it. And enjoy the rest of your, we'll see what's going on. Enjoy the rest of your night. You guys get some damn sleep too. It's a bad diggity dizzle. I am.